Hello, my name is Keshwani. That's Keshwani, Keshwani. We are here because we want to learn to read and write Hindi. We are also here because we want to learn to read and write Urdu. We are doing both at the same time. Today is our lesson number 45. Let's take a look at it. We're going to continue the story that we started 2 days ago, day before yesterday, and today we're going to continue the story with line number 11. The first word is tu with u ki matra, and then we need a j, jim with a he, j, looks like this. And in Hindi, j starts out like an e, either choti e or badi e, and then it continues like you put a one line here and then like that. That's a j. So, tuj. Let's put it together. When we put it together, this j and a tu is going to look like this. This is your tu and this is your j. Tuj. Tu and a j. तुझसे पाया पाया ये. Now let's slow down here for a second. Slow down just one brief second. Let's look at this word ye. The ye, as it is written in Hindi, you have a ye and an ek ki matra. So you would think that in Urdu you would write it like this. In other words, two y's together. But that's not how it's written in Urdu. Ye is going to end with a h. Ye, and this is going to be replaced with a h. And it looks like this. And that reads ye. And that's part that you see here. Also, many times you have seen it before. This h is used at the end to replace a ki matra. Just the way it is. Tujhse paya ye. And the last word is a vocabulary word. Let's first write it in Hindi. We're going to first write it in Hindi because Hindi doesn't have the complication. The word is see, seen, and choti ki matra, and then a lam, and then a ki matra. It reads sila. Hindi, you would write it like this, sila, just like it's written here. But Urdu is a little bit more complicated. Here we don't need a seen. The correct spelling of this particular word, we do not know yet what it means. We'll learn that in a second. But whatever it means, the correct spelling of the word calls for not seen, but swat. This right here, which is an approximate so. So we have to replace that with a swat. That's the first thing. And sila, even though it ends with a ki matra, we just talked about a second ago, it's not going to end in an alif, it's going to end in a h. Let's put it together. I'm going to do it right here. So here's your sa. So this is a swat. This part is a swat. We make one more loop to join the alif. We put a zer underneath it. So far it reads C. Oh, we need a sila. That does not read sila at all. That doesn't read anything. I just put C and the alif. So here's your sa. Then we continue to lam, and then it's going to join the ha. There we go. Does it need an extra loop? Yes, it does need an extra loop. See right here? Let's start again. First, there's your sa. Then you need one extra loop to join the lam. This is the lam, and then a ha. Sila. Let's do it one more time. Free hand. Right there. Sila. Tujhse paya ye sila. What does sila mean? Sila means reward. Or prize. Or if you like, this is a very complicated word. As you can see, I'm not pronouncing it right now because I have to slow down to make sure I pronounce it correctly. The word is I misspelled it. There's an N here. Remuneration. Remuneration is remuneration. Remuneration is the word. It's a very complicated word, as I told you. It's a very fancy word that you do not use in your daily speech. But that's the word you see many times in the written form when you're applying for a job or during the interview. They would ask you, what are your expectations for remuneration? In other words, what do you expect for salary? What do you expect in return? What do you want from us? It also means payback. Payback. Reward, prize, remuneration, payback. Tujhse paya ye sila. And this is what I got in return from you. That's what it says. Sila means this is what I got. Tujhse paya. Paya means to receive. This is what I received. This is what I got from you in return as a payback, as a reward, as a compensation, if you like. It also means compensation. And this is what I got from you in return as a compensation. In compensation for what? In compensation for loving you. I offered my heart to you. I offered you my love for you, and this is what you gave me in return. What he gave her in return is what we'll find out in the next line. What is it that she got in return? What is it that she got in the form of sila, in the form of reward? Tujhse paya ye sila. Sila, again, remember, it has two complications. First of all, it's spelled with a swat, and it has to end in a h. Sila. So this is your swat. Then you need one more loop to join the lam. This is a lam, and to which the h joins. And don't forget the e ki matra, choti e ki matra. Sila. That's what that is. Tujhse paya ye sila. Let's do the next line. Dard dunya ka mila. Dard. Dard means pain. Dard, dunya. Du. U ki matra. No. And a ya. Dunya. World. Dard, dunya. Du, no, ya. Dunya. Ka. Mila. Mila is meme with a choti ki matra. Ma with a choti ki matra. And a la. And this la is very straightforward. As you can see, this la is very straightforward as opposed to sila. Sila was like this. Swat, lam, and like that. So that was lam with a h. This la in sila, this la aki matra in sila, in this word, ends with a h. This one is a straightforward, ordinary guy, lam and alif. So how is one to know when to write, when does it call for h and when does it call for alif? To which the answer is very straightforward, an answer that I gave you that I have given you many times, and the answer is one simply has to know. You have to know your spelling. Just like when we were learning English language, you have to memorize the spelling of each and every single word. The same thing applies here. You have to know your spelling, obviously. Okay, mila. Let's join them together. Mi-la. Dard dunya ka mila. Mila means to receive, to have. So the first line says to se paya ye sila. This is what I got in return. This is what I got in return from you. This is what I got in compensation from you. This is what I got as a payback, as a payoff. But for loving you, I loved you. I gave you my heart. And what did I get in return? What did I get in return? To se paya konsa sila. What did I get in return? Dard dunya ka mila. You gave me the pain of the entire world. Dard, pain. Dunya means world. दुनिया का मिला. You gave me the heartache of the entire world. That's what you gave me in return for loving you. You gave me दर्द दुनिया का world's pain. Let's look at the next line. 13. The sorrow of the entire world. Number 13. We have the word gum. G and a M. We have talked about this word 2 days ago. We came across same word gum. Gum means sorrow, sadness. But this gum is not spelled with a gaf. It's not gaf and a noon. That's wrong. This is going to be spelled with gain and a noon. To remind ourselves that we're looking for a gain and not a gaf, we put a dot underneath it here. And gain, when it joins the meme, it takes this form, and then a meme. When these two join, it's going to look like this. Gain and meme. Gum. Gum means sorrow, sadness. As I said, we talked about it just 2 days ago. The next word is zamana. Z, ma, na. Zamana. Z, ma, na. Now what I just realized is something that this is a good lesson. Listen carefully. What I just realized is that this is something I should not have done, because the word that we actually need in the song is not zamana. What the word we need is a plural, which is zamane. But before I wrote the word zamane, I wanted to show you what singular is. I wanted to show off. I shouldn't have tried to show off, because here's a clear example of knowing your spelling. Zamana as in times, in Hindi it would just be this. Zamana. Very straightforward, very simple. You can't go wrong. But I think in Urdu, I don't think this spelling is correct. The na should end like this. Na and a ha. That to my eyes, to the eyes of an Urdu reader, that to me looks more proper, more correct than what I wrote earlier. It just looks right. Zamana. We don't need zamana, we need plural, we need zamane. So we need a noon and a badiya. We don't need a ki matra, we need a ki matra. Z, ma, and ne. There is a noon and a badiya. Gum zamane ke sahe. Ke sahe. So, he, and a y. I didn't mean y, I meant badi hai. So, he. Sahe. So, he. Sahe means to endure. Sahena. It comes from the word sahena. Gam zamane ke sahe. That's a so. This long loop here that you see there, that's this letter right here, so. That is a so. This part, this small loop and this thing that you see there is a ha. And then you have a eki matra, so it makes a sahe. This is the eki matra, the badi hai. Gam dunya ke sahe. I endured the pain of the entire world, of the universe. Zamana means time, universe, world. Gam dunya ke sahe. Tusse paya ye sila. This is what I got in return. Dard dunya ka mila. You gave me the heartache, you gave me the pain of the entire world. Gam zamane ke sahe. I endured the sorrow of the entire world. And then the last one. And despite all that, she remained silent, she remained quiet, she endured her pain and suffering in silence. In other words, she did not complain. She remained silent. Or hum chu u ki matra chu and then a pa chup he badi ki matra rahe ra here and एक ही मात्रा रहे. और हम चुप ही रहे. And I remained silent. I remained quiet. I endured my pain and suffering, all the all the headache, not the headache rather, all the heartache, not the headache, heartache, dil ka dard, heartache, all the heartache that you gave me as a compensation, as a reward, as a prize, as a here's the word again, as a remuneration for loving you. I endured all that you gave me in silence, और हम चुप ही रहे. तुझसे पाया ये सिला, दर्द दुनिया का मिला, गम ज़माने के सहे, और हम चुप ही रहे. We'll pick up from here tomorrow. Okay? Bye now.